with Dee Dees Daiquiris. Welcome to Drinks with Dee Dee. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Also, follow us on social media at Dee Dees Daiquiris on Instagram and Facebook. Today, we have Mike, the owner of Liquid on Wheels. Welcome, Mike. Thank you so much for sitting with us. Okay, so Mr. Liquid on Wheels, tell us a little bit about your backstory. How did you get started? What was your biggest influence? And like where you are today right now?
Okay, so I started back at home, which is DMV. I'm originally from Maryland. I started bartending part-time to basically save money to move to Houston. I wanted to move here since 2015. It was a dream of mine. And so I like to drink. I was already making sangria for my friends and family for parties and things. And so I went to bartending school, and I didn't think it'd be as hard as it was. but it was very educational, and it really gave me an eye opener to just different type of liquors and liqueurs and things, and you can play around with outside of the standard cocktails. And I started bartending back home, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And I knew when I came to Houston, that's what I wanted to do full time. And so when I got here, I didn't quite know how to put a face to my vision, what I wanted to do. And so I started bartending with just different event companies, just see how they operated, how they engage with clients, what kind of services they provide, especially as far as drinks and cocktails. And I saw a big void that was missing, and I wanted to fill that, and that was with craft cocktails. At most events, we all been to weddings and, probably house parties I had, a bartender. It was just your standard cranberry vodkas, probably a margarita, whiskey and Coke, rum and Coke. I wanted to give people restaurant quality cocktails in a private setting. And so I really just got myself educated on craft cocktails. And that's what we do here. We do a lot of cocktails with herbs and fresh fruits, an array of liqueurs that you don't even think about outside of triple sec and peach schnapps. There's so many other liqueurs that you can use. And also just like tons of flavor liquors. We love to use like flavor vodkas in our cocktails. Just and also just extend people's taste palettes with drinks and things. So yeah. And so my biggest influence was alcohol, of course. And I just love being.
Me too.
I think it's everybody, especially in Houston. Houston's a big drinking town.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because is that what was from Maryland? Is that what really encouraged your move? Was the fact that Houston was pretty social, and we got a few drunks?
No, that was actually the surprising part. That was what I would say. That was the cherry on the cake for me. But when I decided to move from the DC area, it was because I felt like professionally, mentally, socially, spiritually, physically, I had reached my ceiling, and I wasn't going to do anything more than what I was doing there, because I was in my comfort zone, and I was going to push myself to do anything else. I had a really good paying job there, but it didn't make me happy, and money isn't everything. You need to find your passion. Yeah. And so I just researched a bunch of places where to move to, and I felt like Houston was me. Doing my research, it was up and coming. It was urbanized. It was cheap at the time, but it's definitely going up. But it's still much cheaper than like New York, DC, LA, your major cities. This is very inexpensive, so it's affordable, and I'm getting everything I wanted out of it. Professionally, and follow my passion, it just all kind of came together here. So I'm getting what I want out of Houston.
So basically, there are no regrets, and things are working out the way that it's supposed to.
At all. This is the best decision I think I've ever made in my life.
I'm happy for you. So
thank you.
What has been like the biggest woohoo, yes, exciting moment that has happened with your business venture?
Oh my God, there's been so many moments. I've met so many incredible people that I work with, I network with, I learn from. I met your husband, who's an amazing guy, Marvin, over the weekend, who invited me to be on this show. But I met him at Shop Bottles Liquor Store. The owner is Corey, who I met about 2 months ago when I bartended for his son's baby shower. And he was just kind of just standing back, just looking at me work. And, you know, just at the time, I didn't know what he was doing, but now I know he was giving me a one-over.
Like, this is really weird and uncomfortable, right?
I was just like, this guy just keeps staring at me. But he's like asking these questions like, no, what is this? You know, what kind of company is this? Is this your company? You know, are you a mixologist? Are you a bartender? Like, you know, there's a difference. And I was explaining.
Speak on that. Tell me, like, tell us about the differences. And like, when you go out, do you judge them? Like, you're not.
No,
this what you are. Like, do you judge these people, or do you categorize them different? Like, how does that work in this world?
I don't judge them, but you definitely can tell the difference from a mixologist, from a bartender. Bartenders are just people, you know, who just make, you know, drinks. They just drink.
They only make cocktails, not crafted drinks. Is that it?
Right. Well, not even cocktails. They make drinks. I wouldn't call them cocktails.
Like, wait, you making more sense like bottom of the barrel here. Hold on. I'm kidding.
But it's somebody who takes pride into what they are making and creating for you. They're not just giving you vodka, ice, and cranberry, or just your regular margarita. There's somebody who's going to educate you on the cocktail. There's somebody who's going to expand your drink knowledge. You know, I say give you a mouthgasm. Oh, you know, with.
I also see you have like a virtual mixology class, which I thought was super cool. Tell me a little bit about that and how it got started.
So that was birthed during, of course, Corona, because for 6-7 months, we wasn't doing any in-person events. I don't have any other job. This is my full job. Most of my staff have, you know, full-time jobs. Liquor on Wheels is my full-time job. So for about 6 months, I was just on the couch kind of in my feelings. Every day there was cancellations, pushbacks, reschedules. So yeah, I was in my feelings for a while. And I guess around maybe May, I was like, I wanted to do something for our clients and our followers, to let them know that we're still here and we're still accessible. And so I started to do a virtual Sunday fun day. And I invited my staff over, and we made drinks on Instagram Live, and we had other people in there as well. We had Chef Vicky V, who did like a breakfast dish for us. And I also had like a live paint show. And from there, a friend of mine said, how would you feel about doing like the class on Zoom? And I was like, I think that would be really, really fun. And I did one class, I guess maybe like the beginning of July. And it just took off from there. We was posting about it, posting videos and pictures from it. And people just got really intrigued by that. And it's been a hit ever since. We do maybe 2 a month now. And I have actually 2 more coming up next week. So it's been really fun because people are getting back out, but not as much as they would like to. But everybody wants to drink still. And so we make, I have 2 virtual cocktail menus that we give people options of. One is it's a martini cocktail menu. So we make all martinis for about 2 hours, about 5 martinis and shots. And there's music as well. And our other menu is we make a sangria, a martini, and we do spins on a mojito, an old fashioned, and a Moscow Mule. And people just, you know, they just really enjoy those drinks, and they learn how to make them, why they're made the way that they're made, why they're served in the glasses that they're served in, and also how to create them with a spin. We're all about putting a spin on, you know, on everything that we do. We put our touch on it. So yeah, the virtual classes they're really, really fun. But the goal is getting next year that we're going to have like a kit already pre-packaged for everybody, and just send that out to all the participants. So everything's already in the kit for them. With, you know, like a logo, shaker, all of the mini bottles that you'll need and everything for the class. So that's the goal for 2021.
Oh, that's good things popping. What is the best part of your mixology class?
The participants.
Okay.
After their first shot and the second drink, they loosen up because everybody, they don't know what to expect coming in, especially if it's an open class because no one knows each other, and it could be like 25 people on Zoom who don't know each other. And so after like that first shot, you know, that's how we open the class. We open the class with a shot to like just help everybody loosen up. And probably after the second cocktail, then it's just like it's a party. Everybody knows. I give them time to like communicate with each other. You know, we take breaks in between. Get to know your neighbor. No, toast your neighbor up. No, ask them how they enjoying the class. They look on their faces and they see like how the cocktail is being made, and you know, and they're making the cocktail with us, and they're like, oh, because we also do like a layering part where you know show how to drink, kind of like, you know, layer in colors, and they're just like, we don't know how that happened. Like that's how you do that. I didn't know what a bar spoon was for. I didn't know, you know, to do like do this and do that, and so so just seeing, you know, people just really just taking away the lesson from it is what brings me joy.
That's awesome, because everybody, just because you have a craft in a certain area, you know, those skills don't always transfer over to being a good teacher. So I'm glad you enjoy that. That's very important.
Yeah, thank you.
So I hear word on the street is you have put together a great drink using the Dee Dees Daiquiri strawberry mix. Can you tell us a little bit about
I have. Ready for it?
Absolutely.
I wanted to use a strawberry because it's visually pleasing to the eye, and I have something special I'm doing with it. So you're gonna love what I'm gonna do with it. So I love martinis. I am the martini king. Okay. So today I'm making a drink. It's gonna be like a martini, but I'm gonna serve it in a coupe glass. This is basically a whiskey martini glass. They serve like whiskey sours in these, cars. So it's kind of like martini glass, but it has kind of like an oval bottom to it. You can see that. And I'm using this glass particularly because I'm using egg white in my cocktail. And with the egg white, it's gonna give it a nice foam, which you don't get that same effect in the actual martini glass. It's best in this glass. So with that said, I am going to mix. Oh, first, let me tell you, I'm using rosé vodka, with olives, rosé vodka. I'm using Dee Dee strawberry mix, get into it. I'm using agave, lemon juice, egg white, and also tarragon, which I love fresh herbs. I chose tarragon because it has a licorice taste to it. Something that will really well with the strawberry, almost like a twister, almost. Okay. I put a lot of thought into this drink. So first I'm gonna take just a couple of these tarragon leaves, drop them down into my shaker tin. I can do a little bit more than that. Let's see here. All right, that should be enough. And to get the full flavor from the tarragon, I'm going to muddle it with agave. So I'm going to do 0.5 of agave syrup. And I use agave because it's natural. I don't really use any process in our cocktails. I'm just going to kind of get out of this couple. I'll do it on the table. Just kind of muddle it down a little bit, give it a couple pushes.
When I sign up for our class, am I going to need a muddler?
You can.
Okay, is it required?
Yes, when we do our classes, there's muddling, shaking, stirring, all that.
Oh.
Every cocktail is different, that we can cover every aspect of bartending.
Okay.
Now I'm going to add 3/4, so that's 7.5 of lemon juice. And that's just kind of cut the sugar from the agave and also the daiquiri mix. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1 ounce of Dee Dee's strawberry mix. We'll use this side. back out in the front. And then I'm gonna do 2 ounces of rosé vodka. And I love 3 Olives. This is a really, really good rosé vodka. I'm gonna do 2 ounces of that. And then I'm going to do 1 ounce of egg white.
Let me tell you what's funny. When you whipped that rosé vodka up, I thought you said it was $3. And I was like, are you sure? $3? No, the name is 3 Olives.
3 Olives.
3 Olives, not $3. I was like, where can I find a $3 rosé vodka?
When you use egg white in your cocktail, you always dry shake it first, which means you don't use any ice for the first shake. And that's because you want to ensure that the egg white incorporates with the actual ingredients already in the shaker tin properly.
Okay.
And it also is going to give it a nice froth that you're going to see at the end. So he's going to dry shake it. And with that, you're just going to shake it as hard as you can. Make sure it mixes really, really well. A lot of times in cocktails that have like a nice foam on top of it, it's either egg white or actual whole egg in that cocktail. And this is how we do it. So you just dry shake it, and you want to shake it as hard as you can, kind of like scrambling eggs a little bit. And then you want to add ice to it. I'm going to fill my tin with ice. And shake again. Hard as I can. This smells so amazing. Yeah, I want to strain it in the camera. So let's see. Now I'm going to strain it into my coupe glass.
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm trying to let me bring it to the camera so you can actually see it. Let me garnish it first. I'm just going to garnish with some tarragon leaves, put them right on the side like that. And I don't know, you can see how it's layered up here.
Yes.
That's the egg white.
Huh. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
Like now I want to taste it. Did you give it a name? You got to give it a name.
I didn't name it. I'm gonna let you name it.
Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Works for me. I'm gonna call it Frosty because we kept talking about this egg white. Like egg white is very important. Frosty.
And it's kind of still a little bit separating from the egg white. So it's a nice foam on top. I actually like cocktails with textures to it, and so do our clients. Because a lot of our mixers are kind of thick because they're freshly made. So my clients are used to kind of a thick cocktail, and I don't mind it. And I made it earlier for my niece. She's like, "Oh, it's kind of like a milkshake in a glass, in a fancy glass," and it really is. Can you see how it is on top now?
I can. Like I said, it looks like a nice island drink. Tell me about how it tastes.
Oh my God, it tastes like a Twizzler almost. Because that's why I was like, oh, it's strawberry. Let me get tarragon. Tarragon's the licorice. The two together and see how that matches. And it's almost like a Twizzler, almost.
We appreciate you putting that together because it looks really good. Tell everybody what you have in the future. I know you talked about some classes and some things that you're going to have for 2021, but what else can we expect from Liquid on Wheels in the future?
More pop-up events. Definitely more pop-up events. Renting glassware. That's our next step. Also getting to bar rentals. We have some, we're going to get some mobile bars together for bar rental, and just bigger and better events, moving into 2021. We have our next pop-up event is going to be on the 14th at Shop Bottles. We're going to be featuring 1800 tequila. So we're going to have a day full of margaritas. So that's gonna be really exciting.
Awesome. I'm excited for all the things you have coming up, and I definitely wish you the best of luck. I hope with more pop-up events, you also will be doing more of these classes, because now I'm going to start joining them so I can get into them. So I'm excited about that.
And we travel.
Really?
We do events in Austin and Dallas and Galveston. So we travel. Oh, this is gonna be YouTube. So I'm actually doing an event in Atlanta next month on the 19th at Soul Flow CBD shop. It's gonna be the grand opening that Saturday, and also on that Sunday, we're doing mimosas for the VIP people as well. So it's a 2-day event. So definitely Google Soul Flow CBD in Atlanta. We're gonna be in town December 19th. Liquid on Wheels.
Good. I'm so happy for you and your events. Please tell everybody where they can find you and your promotions and your events on social media.
Awesome. So you can follow us on Facebook at Liquid on Wheels, Instagram at Liquid Wheels, and then our website is liquidonwheels.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sitting with us this evening. We appreciate you. We love the drink. We're excited to taste it and try it. Thank you for joining another episode of Drinks with Dee Dee. Hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Dee Dees Daiquiris. We'll talk to you next time.